Good morning to each of you. This is July the 8th, and I want to visit with each parent, with each student, with each faculty member for a little bit this morning, telling you some of the newest updates and some of the newest things and some of the things that you'll need to know about the 2020 school year and how it might look. Now, things change and are changing real rapidly among the state, the TEA, the governor's office. So just know that what I say today is what we know it as now. First of all, I hope each one of you are having a safe and good summer so far. I feel like that there's a lot of questions about what school is going to look like. We are busy here in the central office and on the campuses making plans, getting procedures in order for us to have a safe and effective school year. Let me start out by saying that first and foremost, it is our intent, it is our responsibility, and it is our goal and our charge to keep children safe. Above and beyond all other, we're going to treat your children like they were our own. So let's begin this morning by saying, and I'll have some prepared notes here. There's so many things that we need to tell you. I'm not going to try to overwhelm you this morning. We will have a series of these videos on our website. That website is www.cocisd.org, and I'd ask that you refer to it periodically. First of all, let's begin by talking about the governor's executive order. The executive order from Governor Abbott says that any county that has over 20 confirmed cases, masks must be worn. Whether you agree with that or not, this is the law of the land, and the only exception will be children under 10. So when you come onto our campus, you'll have to have a mask. There will be, on our campuses, instructions when you enter the campus. There will be screenings when you enter the campus. And these are a must for us to keep your children safe. Parents will have the option to choose from remote learning or from face-to-face learning. And I'll get into that a little bit more later on. If parents choose the remote learning, they will be asked to commit to that particular modality of instruction for a full grading period. We will have a 2-week advance notice of the one that you're going to choose. PPEs will be issued to all children. The state is supplying them to school districts at no cost. It was rumored for a while that temperature checks would happen. We learned yesterday from the task force, we learned from the commissioner, and he simply parlayed this from the governor's task force on COVID-19 that says temperature checks are not reliable in children. So as we know it now, there will be no temperature checks. However, there will be a screening each day. And those procedures will be on the website later as we finalize, or the state finalizes those. Schools will be required to abide by the governor's executive orders as they change. And as numbers go up and as data drives the science, I'm sure there'll be some changes. There have been plenty already this summer. As I said earlier, schools will have a 3-week grace period in order to make transitions getting school started. Now, we hope that it doesn't take us. We're going to be prepared to offer and deliver instruction the way, the method that parents so choose for their children. Again, I'd like to invite you to visit TEA's website, SY 2020, and there's a whole lot of pertinent information there. Some of the very stuff that I'm going over today. The UIL just issued a new ruling 40 minutes ago that they're opening up summer workouts as of July the 13th. We're no different. Masks will be worn to all the students that come to the extracurricular activities for band and all the other activities, football, athletics, and all those activities. But that just happened just a little while ago. Let's talk a little bit about transportation. We've wrestled with this, and yesterday we got some guidance about checking temperatures. So we don't have to worry with that, or we're not going to worry with that according to the governor's task force. But the governor and I and all other school superintendents across Texas are asking parents, if it's possible, bring your own child to school, because that gives us more room on school buses to social distance. Mask, as we know it now, will have to be worn on the school bus. Sanitation devices. The district has purchased a sanitation device for each bus. Sanitation devices will not be transferred from bus to bus due to cross-contamination. They'll be left on that bus, and the bus will be sanitized after every trip. Meals. It's been recommended by TEA that children eat in the classroom. That's still debatable. We're still wrestling with that in our district. You know, when you put a child in a room all day long and have them to eat breakfast, do their instructional time, and have them to eat lunch, it becomes a very long day. So we're trying to figure out ways around that. We'll also have some pathways in which children will be transferred from class to class, and those procedures will be explained to the children once they get back on campus. Let's talk about the most important thing that we do, and that's instruction. There's basically three ways that our district is going to offer instruction. The first being face-to-face in the classroom, just like we normally do, if the parent chooses that. The second one is called remotely synchronous instruction. Now, synchronous is just a big word that educators has invented. It simply means two-way, real-time, live instruction between teacher and student that the student is not on campus. This will be at a designated time determined by the district. The other one is remote asynchronous instruction. This is instruction that does not require the instructor and the student engaged at the same time. In this method, students will learn from the instruction that is not necessarily being delivered in person or in real time. Pre-recorded lessons, game-based learning will be assigned on this format, and a formative assessment will be made to the student. You will see much more from our great curriculum department here in the school district as they become available. But like I said, I do not want to overwhelm you this morning. I want to give you just a glimpse at what the school year is going to look like. Again, let me ask you to stay tuned to the district website, which is www.cocisd.org, and there will be many, many more posts regarding things that we need to convey to you as parents, students, and staff. We've done surveys. We've disaggregated the data on those surveys. And to be honest with you, it's about a 50-50 split of whether parents feel comfortable or where parents don't feel comfortable to sending their kids. That will be a personal choice when it comes time, and we will tell you when it comes time. I think that is the majority of the things. Again, SY 2020 on TEA's website will explain a lot of things to you as a parent. I want you to know that we're going to make this a successful year. We're going to keep your children as safe as we know how. We're working hard every day. There's so many moving targets. There's so many things that are changing that the state changes on a weekly basis. And there's a lot of things to be decided. So I hope that you will view our webpage. I hope that you will stay tuned to these videos that I'll be producing as they become necessary. And I hope you have a great summer. To you students, I want to ask you to stay safe this summer. I want you to come back to school safe. It's my hope and my prayer that every student, every teacher, every staff member of this school district avoids COVID-19. It's real. It's here in San Jacinto County, but I want us to beat this. Thank you. God bless you. And as I always say, go Trojans.